Hi, my name is Fashomo Michael Holaito, and I want to specially welcome you to another beautiful, exceptional, refreshing, and engaging episode of Thursdays with Fashomo Michael. Today, I bring you the concluding episode of the 5 powerful ways to turn your weaknesses to strength. I would like to use this medium to appreciate your contribution, your feedbacks, comments, and engagement. Truly, you are the real MVP. I love you all. Alright, last week I shared 3 powerful ways to overcome your weaknesses. Today, I'll bring you the concluding episode, but before we jump in, let's quickly examine what we discussed last week. Alright, I was able to establish the fact that everybody, both male and female, has both strengths and weaknesses. So it is your responsibility to learn how to turn your weaknesses to strength. So I did share with you 3 amazing ways that you can use to turn your weaknesses to strength. Alright, one of them is clearly identify your weakness. Alright, that's the first step. If you actually want to turn your weaknesses to strength, you do not need to deny the fact that there are some areas that you need to improve. You must acknowledge the fact that no one is born flawless. No one is born a Superman or a Superwoman. So the first step to turning your weaknesses to strength is to acknowledge them. Alright, here is the second one. You need to set a goal and make a plan. Alright, you have to set a goal and make a plan on how to overcome your weaknesses. Your ability to set a goal and make a plan will help you to overcome your frailties. Alright, then we move to the third one, which is share your weaknesses. These are another powerful ways that you can use to turn your weaknesses to your strength. Alright, you have to look for an accountability partner, someone that can watch your back, someone that can encourage you, someone that can motivate you, someone that can share your pain, and with that, you are going to strengthen your mind, you are going to strengthen your body and soul, and by that, you will be able to overcome your weaknesses. So let's quickly jump in for today. Alright, let's quickly jump in for today. So this is the 4th powerful ways that you can use to turn your weaknesses to strength. The 4th powerful way to turn your weaknesses to strength is to be intentional. I read that again. You need to be intentional. Alright, now to truly turn your weaknesses to strength, you have to be intentional. You must make deliberate efforts to subdue your weaknesses. I repeat that again. You must make deliberate effort to subdue your weaknesses. Now, being intentional about overcoming your weaknesses will set you on a high pedestal to conquer your imperfections. Alright, when you become intentional about overcoming your weaknesses, when you have that desire, when you are willing, are you following me, to overcome your weaknesses, you set yourself on high pedestal to overcome every form of imperfection whatsoever. Now you must be willing to let go of debilitating behavior. Alright, you must be willing to let go of debilitating behavior, all the behavior that are unruly, that sap you of your strength and your energy. You must let them go. Okay, now when your willingness to be free from every form of weaknesses is greater than your excuses about your weaknesses, you develop a powerful immunity against infectious weaknesses. Alright, now your willingness must be higher than your excuses for you to develop immunity to infectious weaknesses. When your willingness is high, there will always be a way. It even said that whenever there is a will, there is a what? There is a way. Now, overcoming your weaknesses is your core responsibility. You should see it as the fact that overcoming your weaknesses is your core responsibility. Nobody is going to do that for you. You are going to do that by yourself. Now, when you take it as your core responsibility, are you with me now? You eventually realize that it becomes so easy to subdue, to overcome them. So you don't need to run away from the fact that you are weak. You just need to take it as a form of responsibility, and by the time you do that, you'll be able to break free from the grip of every form of imperfection that has held you captive for a very long period of time. Alright, I would like to share a testimony about this. When you become intentional, alright, I'm fond of, let me say I'm a good cook, so I'm fond of, eating part of my boiled fish or my fried fish each time I want to cook say vegetables, or I want to cook okra, or I want to cook a stew. As soon as I boil the fish, I realize that half of the fish I will have consumed it before I finish cooking. But at a point I became intentional that no, I am not going to touch this fish until it is well cooked. Are you with me now? Then I realized that it is until I become intentional that I was able to overcome that weaknesses that seem so harmless, right? Those weaknesses seem so harmless, but yet they are weaknesses. Right? Recently I was cooking and I got to realize that wow, this is amazing. So I can actually cook without eating part of this fish until the food or the stew is ready. So what am I trying to tell you now is the fact that you need to be intentional for you to overcome every form of weaknesses that is holding you captive. Alright, so we're going to look at the final one now. Okay, this is the final one that we're going to discuss on this episode, and that is you have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. It's very essential. Now this is a powerful tips to totally break free from the grip of all form of imperfection. Now let's listen to what Eduardo dos Santos, what he has to tell us on discipline. Eduardo dos Santos opined that there is no magic wand that can resolve our problems. There's no magic wand that can resolve our problem, that can take away that imperfection, that can take away that weakness. The solution rests with our work and discipline. The solution to subduing, to overcoming your imperfection, your weakness, rests on your work and discipline. That is it, no more and no less. The solution to overcoming every form of imperfection, every form of weaknesses, every form of debilitating attitude and behavior lies on your ability to work and be disciplined. Are you following me now? Now let's sum it up, or before we sum it up, let's consider this statement as well on discipline. The self-discipline begins with the mastery of your thoughts. Now overcoming your weaknesses begins with the mastery of your thoughts. What do you think? What led you to doing things, to doing this? It begins with your thoughts. Now if you do not control what you think, you can't control what you do. So for you to overcome your weakness now, you must try as much as possible to control what you think so that you can control what you do. Now to turn your weakness to strength, control what you think and control what you do. Oh, that's amazing. And that will be a wrap on today's episode of Thursdays with Fashion Michael. Thanks for staying tuned and thanks for staying till the end. Until I come your way next week with another interesting episode in another interesting topic. Remember, there is more in the treasure trove called you. Keep digging, keep winning. Cheers to a productive year ever. Until I come your way, my name is Vashmo Michael Olaito, and this has been saying bye bye.